For many women out there, they cherish the day they were married, and the wedding dress is an important symbol of that time. So how do you protect such a possession for years to come? Joining us today are Vahid and Clem Yazdani of Executive Cleaners with some tips on how to do just that. Welcome back to Connecticut Style.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
So right off the bat, what's the most important step for brides to take so they can preserve their wedding dress?
Making sure that the dress is clean right after the wedding. By right after, we don't mean the day after the wedding.
You go on your honeymoon first?
Yeah, you can go on a honeymoon. And, you know, shortly thereafter, bring the dress in. Most women think that the dress is still clean even after worn, but that's not
you
the
probably
case.
are sweating a little bit, I would assume,
a little
right?
Bit. And the makeup, and you know, so between the perspiration, the perfumes, the body oils, the dress does get soiled.
So it might look clean, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's the case.
That's
so they
correct.
should drop it off to Executive,
they
right?
can bring it in. Most brides come in with their mother or with their bridesmaid or whomever, and we can do a consultation right there and then, and we can talk to them about the different processes that we do with gowns, what we look for. And then from there, we take the dress in, we clean it, we call them after cleaning. They can come and take a look at the dress again after
Make sure
the
it's
cleaning
clean,
process.
right? Sure.
Exactly. And then if they have something special, like a copy of the invitation, the veil that they want to put in.
what a nice touch. I love that.
So we can put that all in the box with the gown, and then we call them back and they come and pick it up. So it takes about a month or so to do all those steps, but most brides are very happy once they
Yeah,
come
they're
and
going to
pick it
want
up.
that keepsake for sure. Now let me ask you, it must make a difference, the material of the dress, when it comes to cleaning.
Yes, absolutely. You could have a taffeta dress, you could have a polyester dress, you could have a silk dress, and also what's on the gown. Like some of the gowns have beading, it could be crystal, it could be pearls, it could be plastic, it could be a flower. So all of those things need to be taken into account when you bring the dress in for cleaning. And we will talk to you and discuss the possibilities of what we could do for the dress.
Now let me ask you, say a bride kind of forgets about this, puts it on hold for a little while. Is it too late? I mean, is there a time frame you really should have it cleaned, or can you bring it in?
Well, it's never really too late,
okay,
but it's ideal to clean it within a month or so after the wedding. You know, you could get food spilled on it, you could get drinks spilled on it, you don't see it right away, but as this dress sits around, the stains oxidize, and then it's harder to clean.
But it's not a lost cause.
No, it's not a lost
Still give it a shot, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, now why are care labels so important?
Well, the Federal Trade Commissioner puts a label on a gown, and basically it's a guideline for us, for the dry cleaner, to know what we need to do with that particular gown. It may say dry clean only, it may say professional wet clean, it may say spot cleaning. One of the most important things is that the bride looks at the label before they actually buy the gown.
Oh, okay.
Because a lot of times when they bring it in, it says do not wash, do not dry clean, do not do anything. So at that point, it's a little bit too late to say, oh, sorry, we can't do anything for you. Even though we do take those gowns in and we do clean them, but there's a higher risk with those. So if the bride looks at the label before the gown is purchased, it's it's a really good idea for them.
All right, now let's slide down a little bit and talk about the boxes. Now, when I saw this, I asked you, is it sealed? How does it stay preserved?
Well, first and foremost, the gown has to be clean.
Right, that's the number one.
Once the gown is clean, then we package it in this box. It's a multi-layer box. It has tissue paper inside, and this particular layer can actually be open, so you can actually see the gown. There's nothing that goes away once you open the gown.
Okay.
You just have to make sure your hands are clean so that you don't put stains on the gown. And then there's a cover that comes on top of that, and then this box with that cover goes inside of a plastic bag, which serves as an ultraviolet protection bag, but also in case the box gets wet.
Or damaged, sure.
Exactly. And then this particular box goes in another box.
Oh, so it's really protected. That's
It
great.
really is. It really is protected. And the best thing is once you bring it home, to make sure you don't put it in the basement where there may be humidity and then you're going to have mold on your gown, or in the attic, because the heat of the attics do affect the beading. Maybe not right away, but over a period of time it will affect the gown.
Okay, and we should mention that different boxes, different sizes. For,
Correct.
I mean, if you want to do a communion gown, that's even an option as well, right?
Absolutely. This is actually one of the boxes
Nice
for
little window, look at that.
for a communion dress. A lot of people right now, they spend a lot of money on communion dresses.
Sure.
They look like mini wedding gowns. They're absolutely gorgeous. So they want to protect them for the next child, and therefore we put it in a box such as that. And this is actually a wedding gown that is very thin, it's silk, and the customer did not want a big, huge box, so we protected it in a smaller box.
And that's the option that you have. So tell me about the special deal that's going on.
Well, we have a $169 preserve package, as you see here in these boxes. For brides coming up, we have
the whole package for $169.
The whole package for $169.
And you have that for how long? I mean, the rest of your life, really?
Yes.
That's great.
That's right.
$169. And tell us where you're located so people can come check you out.
We're located in Milford, Hamden, New Haven. We have 2 locations in New Haven, one on House Street and one on Foxton Boulevard. In Hamden, we're on Whitney Avenue, and in Milford, we're on Boston Post Road.
And there are many services that you provide in addition to the wedding reservation.
Full service dry cleaner. We do everything, and any questions are welcome.
Very good. Again, that information is up on your screen on the special ad at Executive Cleaners. You could find it on their website, executivecleaner.com. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
All right, coming